Well, hello, it's Sunday, and I guess I just kind of like hanging out with you folks for a little bit in the mornings. It is the 29th of June. Cheers. Sporting Sun Ambulance today. One of the many bands I've been in. They have a few albums out on Saddle Creek Records and a couple other labels. I'm on one of the albums. Toured the U.S. with this band a couple times, and Europe once. Quite an experience. So I'm up early. It's like 6:30 in the morning. It was humid and crappy when I went to bed last night, and cold front came in the middle of the night, so it woke me up. Really windy. Part of the city has lost power. Thousands. I mean, really windy, and so things seem to have died down for now. What brings me here is I really enjoyed showing those records yesterday, and I thought the progressive rock aspect of my collection goes way back, and I want to show more of the records that I have by these artists. Nothing is complete because my collection is a labor of love. You can see there's a spot there where some H's, well, I'll be showing Hawkwind. That's where Hawkwind was. And I live in Omaha, so these records over the years have not been easily accessible to me. This is a labor of love to this day. It's not even as cool as Kansas City, much less Chicago or a bigger city where you can find this stuff easily. This stuff is not common in Omaha, and so it's really been a labor of love my whole life to collect this music, and it means a lot to me. So I thought I'd show more of what I have by these artists. And when I say more, it's because I have more by these artists on singles and compact disc. And sometimes I'll think I have everything found, and then it's like, well, this is way out of order, and there it is. And that may be the case with some of these records. So anyway, so we'll start here. So with Hawkwind, and they're not in order. I just grabbed them. So I grabbed this PXR5 by Hawkwind, and I enjoyed this. It's like this is it's trippy hippie pop music, like the track on here, Uncle Sam's on Mars. I got a kick out of that. I thought it was funny. Uncle Sam is on Mars. I've shown this. I've talked about how I saw this tour, the Space Ritual, with Lemmy on bass, Stasia, Nick Turner. Mind-blowing. Rush opened. Here we have In Search of Space. And this is an original. There's some extra stuff. Isn't there some? Yeah. It's got the book, the Hawkwind logo, the Hawkwind log, rather. The Hawkwind log. This is a really good album. UK pressing. I gotta be nice to these records. Don't be messing up, Dereck. Okay. See, that's why I don't do this, because there's a big pile of records here, and anyway, it can be a lot of work to get them out and then to put them back. Hawkwind, first album. They came out of the gates with something heavy and something cool. Yes, I thought so. I have a reissue, a double album reissue of In Search of Space. Worth showing. Really nicely designed. Beautiful red vinyl. when it comes to just listening to music just off the cuff and just like, what do I want to hear? It's not uncommon for me to go to Hawkwind. Brainstorm is a favorite. It's just a favorite of mine. Brainstorm. I think this is a compilation here that I bought. Not that Dark Matter. Not that long ago. Hawkwind. Dark Matter. I think this is later years. 80s. Hall of the Mountain Grill. This has seen some workouts. This album is killer. Do I have an original? No. Did I ever have an original of this? I think I did. Do, Re, Mi, Fa, Sol, La, Ti, Do. Love this album. Again, this is a reissue on gray vinyl. And they did a really nice job on that. Funny how the band was named after Nick Turner's Hawking Loogies. Gross. What a funny origin for the band's name. Hawkwind. We'll be here for a minute, folks. Just Sonic Attack. So let me just kind of show these because I got a lot of records here actually. Hawkwind, Roadhawks. Compilation. Best of the United Artists Years. Once again, I think this is a Record Store Day release. Yes. There you go. Nice. Good pressing this is. It's got a live version of Silver Machine on it. Live at the Roundhouse. Yeah, I see the connection between Hawkwind and punk rock. I do. Masters of the Universe. The one I need is Warrior on the Edge of Time. And then I have these. Hawk Lords. And then the 12-inch single, which is on gray vinyl. Is it? Let me look. Yeah. Yep. And on Charisma. Still going. Dave Brock. You know, I've read stories where he hasn't always been the kindest person to do business with. But we're all human and we have our ups and our downs. Okay. That's the Hawkwind. Okay, we'll put them there. So the next, these aren't in order, but as you saw, I added this to my Caravan collection, back to front. The album, and then for me, yeah, this is the one that started it for me. I found this in early 70s Caravan, back when I was a kid, and I put my name on my records. And Place of My Own, it's a special song. It's a special track. So the other Caravan records I have, these are not in order. So I love this band, and like I said, I don't really play most of these records too often, but they're part of a permanent, my collection, like books, you know what I'm saying? Most books you only read once, but you keep it, right? Blind Dog at St. Dunstan's. Let me just go, because I got a lot to show. Better by Far. I'd love to have a Caravan box set, but I don't order. I don't like to do mail order. And that stuff like that doesn't come to Omaha. I probably will never see it. Cunning Stunts. So yeah, a fair amount of these records I've bought on the road or just got lucky. It's like, wow, there it is. Here's one that goes all the way back to childhood. In the Land of Gray and Pink. This was my friend Paul Reese's copy in high school, and it was funny when he gave it to me. I've grown out of this. I don't listen to this anymore. I'm still listening to it. Golf Girl. It's beat. I've never seen the colored vinyl reissues of this that I see online. I've never seen one in a shop, or else I'd have bought it. I've never seen another copy of this in the wild to update it. That's how unusual these records are in my area, for me anyway. And like I say, if I had a lot of money and was able to go to the record shops all the time, there's been times where I probably didn't go into a record shop for months, maybe even a year, just no money. So In the Land of Gray and Pink, their second album, If I Could Do It All Over Again, I'd Do It All Over You. It's an original Decca. Found this recently. German compilation. This is Caravan. Well, I like that cover. And I just realized that I forgot to pull something related to, I'm going to have to let it, I'm going to let it go. See, because I have related records. I forget sometimes. But here we have Caravan and the New Symphonia. This is probably my most played Caravan album over the years. For Girls Who Grow Plump in the Night, and I have a German pressing on Green Brain. You know, when I found this, I flipped, you know, because I love the Brain label. I didn't know it had come out on that label. I played this a lot. My original copy was a U.S. London. I don't have it anymore. Played it to death. Here's another one that was given to me by my friend Paul Reese back in high school. Waterloo Lily. His family, they were Air Force brats and for a time lived in France. And so this is his copy that he bought in France on the Kingdom label. And this is with Steve Miller on keyboards, kind of more jazzy. But I really like this album. And in recent years, I was able to score an original UK copy on Dereck. This is a good album, Waterloo Lily. And yeah, they have a sense of humor about them. They do. These are related. I wish I'd collect all their albums. If I saw them, I would. I'd get to all their albums. But let me put this away right since I'm doing this. This is why I don't do this often, you know, because it's all these records and then putting them away and making sure they don't get misfiled and stuff. So as you know, related to Caravan is the band Hatfield and the North. This is just a wonderful. If you know this album, you prog heads know this album. And then the next one, even better in a way, it's the Writers Club Rotter. I have these are Japanese pressings. And then this, Afters, where you get you put out a single, and that's on here and some other things. And I actually have more, but I remembered these. Related to Caravan, National Health. Dave Stewart, also related to the band Egg. I didn't grab those because I have Egg. National Health. Fuse and Cures. I love this album. This is killer. I think this album is fantastic. And then DSL Coda, Alan Gowan, tribute. The keyboardist who passed away young. This is great music. If you don't know this music, I highly recommend all this music to know. And one more related to Caravan, a Richard Sinclair solo album, RSVP. And it's very good. Very good. Man, look at all these damn records. Okay, put those there. Then, oh, and one more that's, well, that can go with Caravan as well as Steve Hillage, so I'll show that later. So, when it comes to Nectar, I added this. Sounds like this. Really glad to get it into the collection. But I would always mix it up with this album, Journey to the Center of the Eye. I would see that and think I already have it, but it would be this. Great album. Recycled, they're still good on this album, still good. Down to Earth, not so much, not too much, but I got it. The other album that is super killer to me is A Tab in the Ocean. I think the cover does it justice. This is killer. The one that we all know, my introduction to the band, Remember the Future. Magic is a Child, kind of so-so, but I got it. Nectar, Magic is a Child. Nectar Through the Ears. Comp. It's a good band. Here's one, Nectar live at the Roundhouse in London. Purple Pyramid, the label that is kind of suspect, but purple vinyl. This is decent sound quality. And I have one more by Nectar. I would talk, but it's like I have so many to show. I'm just kind of going through them. Last one in my Nectar collection on vinyl is Live in New York. I've always hated those damn gem import album stickers. And man, they bought these stickers. Those gem stickers had atomic adhesive on them because you couldn't get them off without tearing up the covers. Sucked. So I bought Steve Hillage Green. I hadn't heard this in a long time. It's not that I had never heard this one. It'd been a long time. And yeah, they do the Ohm. That, you know, the glorious Ohm riff. I like this album. The drummer is busy, but he's kind of, I don't like the sound of his drums. They sound like boxes. It's a good album, though. But I've had this for a long time, related to Steve Hillage and also Dave Stewart. Khan, Space Shanty, is a French import, French pressing of it. Grapefruit had gotten in an original on Dereck with this latest stuff where I bought, but of course they wanted over $100 for it. I don't need it, so because I already have it. This is a good album. Space Shanty, their only album. I used to have Arzakel. I honestly can't tell you why I didn't keep it. This is another one that I just showed you, Kamikaze Eyes. I just got this. And here are the two that I bought them together, and I don't know why I didn't keep them, but And Not Or and For To Next. He was trying something new on these records, a new style. And then the record that in many ways started it for Steve Hillage as a solo artist, Fish Rising. It's a good album. Very gong-like. Very gong-like. Where's the one that he made with Todd Rundgren? Yeah, L. Apparently he came to Lincoln, opened for Electric Light Orchestra. This was back in the days when I had very little money, so I couldn't go. I didn't know anyone that was interested in going, so I missed it, but he played in Lincoln on this tour. Motivation Radio. Steve Hillage Open. Here's one that was a gift. Live Madison Square Garden. I'm pretty sure this is my favorite color. Yes, it is. Orange. That's a orange sherbet orange there. It's a good, decent album. Have a couple more. I don't have none of these artists I have complete, but I have some selections. Aura. I know this music. It's in my wheelhouse. And then Live Herald. Two more. So I got this Renaissance Illusion, and haven't come across. I thought I had it, but no, it's not in here. But here is their very first album, but the U.S. version of the first Renaissance album. Excuse me. And the UK on Island pressing of the first album. Again, cool cover. I think what they did was bold, very, very daring. First thing I heard by Renaissance was this album, and this is still absolutely fabulous album. Prologue. This is the first thing I heard by them, and I was captivated. I said, wow. Yeah, this is the kind of thing I look for, and I love the cover too. They were really on a tear there for a while, because Ashes Are Burning is another just stellar album. Every song on this album, every song. This is I think it's a classic. Which leads me to come on, there it is, because this is beat because I played it so much. Turn of the Cards, I think, is even better than Ashes Are Burning. This is Mother Russia. Have you heard that? It's like an epic track. I love Renaissance. Still really good on this one, Novella. The ringware is real. These are records that, when they came out, were played amongst me and my friends at the time. We'd be hauling them under our armpits to each other's houses and stuff. Love the band. Scheherazade. Fantastic. This is still good. As Your Door. As Your Door. The live album at Carnegie Hall. Again, still pretty good. A Song for All Seasons. Is that the name of it? Yep, A Song for All Seasons. And this one is like pretty weak. Camera. I mean, you can even see by the picture that they're going for the look of the times and also the sound of the times, and it bombs. And I also have Annie Haslam's solo album, produced by Roy Wood. I think they were married. I don't know if they still are. Annie in Wonderland. Not Renaissance, but a good album. And I think okay, I've got two more artists to show. So I added this Stomu Yamashta Red Buddha. Let me find the other version to contrast. Oh, I have two more artists. And here it is. So here's the other version of it, Red Buddha. I like both covers. You see this, the same cover, same portrait on back. It's a French import on egg. This is a wonderful album. Blake stopped by for a while yesterday to catch a buzz with me, and he was asking me about the records, and he wanted to hear some of that of all things. It was really good. Here's one where Stomu Yamashta is part of the group that performed this music. Hans Werner Henze, El Cimarron. And there he is with these other folks, Leo Brauer, Stomu Yamashta, William Pearson, Karl-Heinz Zoller. Double album. This is some intense work. I like Hans Werner Henze. My older brother James turned me on to Henze when we were much younger. Come to the Edge, Stomu Yamashta. This is a beautiful, I love that Japanese art. I love that. Morris Pert, rest in peace, great percussionist as well. Worked with Yamashta on several albums. Here I have two copies of this. Bought it when it came out. This is fantastic. Stomu Yamashta's East Wind with Hugh Hopper from Soft Machine on fuzz bass. If you've never heard this is Wind. Is it Wind on Water? Wind Words. It's a favorite. And here's another reissue of it. It's one of those kind of records where it's like, you never see these in Omaha. I saw this used. I already had it, but you never see it. Sold. Another one that goes back. Unfortunately, the cover's gotten damaged over the years. But Stomu Yamashta's Red Buddha Theater. Music from the play The Man from the East. Again, there was a time when this was just really resonating with me. And so I was playing it for anyone that I could get to listen to it. Really cool stuff. Really atmospheric. I like Japanese culture very much. When I was in Japan for a summer, I didn't feel like a stranger. I really liked it there. They might not have necessarily liked me, I don't know, but I had a good experience in Japan. Okay, so I'm going to show the real popular ones last because those are the ones you're going to know. Another Stomu Yamashta East Wind from a soundtrack. This is a favorite of mine. I played this album a lot. From the film One by One, which I've never seen. But you're seeing now, here's another one of my favorites, which I would never think to show you. But over the years, I've played this album a lot. Stomu Yamashta's East Wind. Good stuff. Here he is live. Sunrise from West Sea. Yamashta and the Horizon. This is a reissue. This is good stuff, people. If you don't know Stomu Yamashta, except if you only know him from the Go albums, these are well worth investigating. Which, I'll go ahead and show it since it's right here. This is the one that you probably know. Go, with Steve Winwood and Michael Shreve. Klaus Schultz on here. This is great. It's really good. The second one is not quite as successful. They try to repeat Go 2, which I don't think is ever a good idea. So this one is not as interesting, but it's got all these great people. Al Di Meola, Donnie Harvey from Automatic Man, Paul Jackson on bass, again, Peter Robinson and Klaus Schultz, and then the live album, Go Live. Last thing I'll show Yeah, a half hour. I knew it was going to be. I'm just about done. Sea and Sky on the Cook label. Beautiful. Sea and Sky. I highly recommend Yamashta's work. If you don't know his work, I highly recommend it. And then two more. I got the Adrian Wagner, but I kept these, and the other one's just as good. Distances Between Us, Adrian Wagner. Cynthia, he sings on this one, which he should not have. And then this one, which is my favorite, Instincts. Textured cover on Charisma. This one's good. And then, like I showed yesterday, the most expensive record I bought from that collection was this, Kevin Ayers, Whatever She Brings We Sing. I showed this recently, Joy of a Toy. It really resonated with me this time. I've collected him for a long time because of the Soft Machine connection, and I didn't pull the Soft Machine because I'd have a bunch. I'd be here all day. But I also have Kevin Ayers' Banana More, which is has to be some kind of reference to the David Allen Banana Moon album. And this is like it's like a party. When you hear the record, you can hear it's like they were having a party. These guys are getting stoned and having fun. There's that. Then this, I keep this in, it's Kevin Ayers' album, June 1st, 1974, with John Cale and Eno and Nico. Simon Phillips on drums. And I also have Yes, We Have No Mañanas. And this one was very cool, The Confessions of Dr. Dream. Kevin Ayers. So, I got a lot of stuff to put away. But I felt like showing you these records to illustrate, and there's more related, but I have a whole lot more prog of all kinds of artists. This is I love this music, and it's not new to me. It's not new to me. It looks like my sister Adrian. It's not Stephanie principally. It's my sister Adrian. It's her exhibit, and she included Stephanie's artwork as well as my music. Now, Mr. Anger asked me, what about my album covers? Well, thank you. I'll be my I'm glad that people like my art. I've had a couple of exhibits of my own here in Omaha, but it didn't occur to me, nor did my sister ask for any of my visual art. And it really never occurred to me. I almost feel like thank you for asking, but it's like she's on another level to me visually. She's amazing. So on Facebook, she shared some pictures of the opening. It looks like it was a really wonderful occasion, and I'm just very happy for her. So, have a good Sunday. Come on.